Hi, today we're going to talk about webhooks on Railway. So, what are webhooks? Webhooks in a layman terms is basically a way for you to subscribe to events happening in one software and get that data in another software. So, you have software A and software B. You want to know what is happening in software A. So, you subscribe to those events. You say, hey, when something happens in software A, let me know. Now, software B, once an event happens, software B gets that data through a URL. A post request is made to a URL, which is the webhook, and then software B can do whatever they want to do. It's that simple. So I'm going to show you how webhooks work on Railway and how you can manage them and use them in your apps. So here we have a service. I have a Blinkshot service I uploaded, I deployed to Railway. So you have it here. It's a very simple web service. It's an open source project. I didn't develop this. It was developed by somebody from Together AI, Nutlope. So here you can just describe your image and it will generate it in real time. That's basically what it does. So let's go back here. Okay, so now how do you get webhooks for this project? Now for every project, you can just go to settings, click on webhooks, and then this is where you input your webhook, right? So you have a URL that Railway can make a post request to. So you put that URL here. Now, these are all of the events that Railway can send to you. Now, all of them are checked here. So I can decide to uncheck as many as possible. But for the purpose of this, I'll leave them checked. So you can uncheck the ones you don't want. Maybe you want just two, right? You can just uncheck the remaining so you're not getting like so much data. So you can filter that out. So what are we going to do here? So let's test the webhook event actually first. So I love to use what you call Webhook.site. So here we have this URL. I'm just going to copy it. It's waiting for a first request. I'm going to come back here, put in the webhook, and then save. So when you save, let's see. Still waiting for the first request, right? Okay. So now let's go back to our project. So we have a web service here. This has already been deployed. So I'm just going to do something else. I'm going to redeploy this project. So let's redeploy it. So when it's redeployed, it's going to go through different stages. And each of those different stages are events that will be emitted to our webhook. Send a post request. So let's see it in action. So now I've redeployed. This should start building anytime from now. Okay, I'm just going to click on that. Maybe I didn't click on it. Okay, so 2 is building. So I'm just going to abort this. Okay, but here we should have seen, okay, good. You see, it sent this building here, building, removing. That was the one I aborted. So let's go back here. This is building. This should change status. So we're just going to bunch. We have 3 events here already. So this is building. This should change anytime from now here. I love this because you can use to just inspect everything. So you can see the payload that is sending. A lot of metadata here in this payload that you can use. Oh, a new one just came in now. So what's that? It has gotten to deploying. Yes, deploying. So you can see it's sending all of those events. So our webhook is getting those events from Railway. And successful. Here we got success, and then the final one, which is removing. Voila. So now if this our app crashes, we are also going to get that event, from just speaking to customers and seeing people use Railway. I've seen that other people also build software and platforms on Railway's API, right? So you can also just leverage webhooks, or if you don't want to be, checking the dashboard, there's a centralized system that you and your teammates use where you get logs and all of that. You can always, make sure the webhook events sent there as well. Maybe you use Discord or you use Slack, and then you can have that. Now, that's the next stage you're going to go to. We are using Webhook.site just to test the webhook data. So let's go back to our webhook and actually use Slack or Discord. Now, the good thing about Slack or Discord is Railway, instead of just sending raw payload, we have what you call MUXAs, which are provider specific webhooks. So we have taken care of Discord and Slack and formatted it in a way that you don't need any special middleware to go ahead and start formatting the payload from Railway. So if you have your Slack webhook URL, create a channel, get the URL, come on, put it here. So let's do it. I already copied a Slack URL here. I'm going to copy it and paste it here. Save webhook. I'm just going to delete this so it's not sending to this. So I can just close this up. All right. So this is the channel I've set up here. I've set up the webhook. I'm now going to go back to my project and let's redeploy, this and see what happens. So your deploy has started. So let's come here. You see, it has sent in an event and you can see how great it is. Status building, environment, production. If I click on view logs, it takes me to the Railway platform and I can see, the particular status and everything that's happening there. All right. So building, deploying, what's happening next? This was very fast. So if you come back here, success removing. That's it. That's Webhooks in a nutshell, right? So there are so many things you can do with this. You can make sure you're getting the events on Discord, on Slack. You can build other software on top of it. Or if this something happens to the services I have here on Railway or the project, do these other things. Or you could be offering, Railway as a service to other people and you want to be able to track a lot of things. Webhook will come in very handy. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.